Okay. So, starting a new game today. I do know I have like 3 other games I need to finish, but I've been really liking this game, so I thought, why not play it on stream? I don't know if this will be one that I like don't finish on stream. There's a lot to it, and I really like that. In fact, there's even reason to play it multiple times. Is that a good reason to play it on stream? Probably not. The main reason I'm playing it is because I've been, like, honestly really into it lately. Past few days, and I just want to continue playing it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. We're gonna do new game. I'm gonna do you. No, let's change this later. The Monster Sanctuary is a land far from any other human civilization. While wild monsters are dangerous to humans, monsters raised by them grow loyal to their owners. Most of the people in the Monster Sanctuary reside in the Keeper's stronghold. Many of them learn to raise and train monsters. They call themselves Monster Keepers. Choose the familiar of your bloodline. So another game I was doing, Spectral Wolf. I don't really like the look of the toad. You know, fire is rare early in the game. In fact, if you saw the file, it was like 20%. I still only had like 3 monsters who can attack with fire. So I'm thinking either lion or eagle. I like birds. Let's go eagle. Okay, so wait, hold on. So this is a mixed attacker with good health and defense. This is like probably the most even spread is the wolf. That's kind of why I picked it. Well, actually, no, the lion is the most even spread. Good defense, good attack. You're definitely the low defense isn't great. Actually, I find defense a little bit better than health, all things considered, because there are ways to like heal and such, and less health means you can, well, basically you get better item drops by doing better in fights, and keeping your critters topped up on health is better, meaning if you're doing some healing, you want to keep your like low defense means healing you have to like do higher power healing spells to keep everyone topped up, which is a problem, obviously. Earth is probably the most common early on, though. Let's try Spectral Eagle. I think I can make it work. Among the most prestigious monster keepers, there are 4 prominent old bloodlines tied to the Monster Sanctuary's history. Each of those bloodlines is aided by a spectral familiar. Those familiars are ageless protectors of their family, passed on from one keeper to the next. Worm is just starting out to become a monster keeper like his ancestors before him. As with all starting monster keepers, his journey begins on the Keeper's Trail. His bloodline's familiar bears the form of a spectral eagle. Name your familiar. Ari. For those who don't know, that's the hawk character that I'm playing in Tentus's game right now. Monsters are wild things. Actually, I should do Ari's voice. Monsters are wild things. The only reason I'm helping you is the bond I share with your family. Most monsters are less inclined than me to help you. That is why you must always raise your own monsters. They will grow alongside you, just as I will, and they will fight for you. Best way to gain a monster's loyalty is to hatch it from its egg. Of course, you will have to fight to get those monster eggs. Look at the blob over there. Initiate a fight by contact. We shall see if you will live up to your ancestors. Okay, so I start with flying. And I don't have double jump. Yeah, that'd be a problem. That's almost certainly a secret. I'm actually gonna... Okay, I learned about this. Double jump. I learned about that way too late, so I'm gonna have to go back to if I play my other file. Okay. Choose monsters. I'm not sure who I should choose. I've got 6 options. I think I'll choose this one. Okay. So I probably should have looked at the skills, but well, one's good against you. Let's do it. Double down. So beating it quickly is good. Putting more buffs and debuffs is good. Healthiness is the one I was talking about. That's basically the average health of your creatures over the course of the fight. And having that 100% gives you a lot more. Duration is very good. Anyway. And then your rare loot chance. So if you do 5 stars, you're 100% chance to get a rare loot. And you get more gold. Blob egg, but that's guaranteed drop. There we go, you received a blob egg. Now you need to hatch it. Open the inventory menu and try to hatch it. Blobbert. In fact, Blobbert. There we go. This is your first monster you hatched by yourself. Right now it is weak, so you will need to train it. There's much more for you to learn, too. You and that blob are quite alike. Let's continue on the Keeper's trail. It lead us to old Boren, an old friend of mine. He is a patient teacher to all young keepers who seek guidance. I advise you to listen to him very carefully. Nice having the fly thing right away, because that'll actually help with some of the earlier jumps. So now, we do have, I'm not sure if order matters. I haven't actually figured that out, because you can attack anyone from anywhere. I'm gonna go all in on lightning. Now, it doesn't matter that much. Gonna heal, huh? Okay, because now I can heal me. And it's basically how healthy you are at the end of your turn, so... But that doesn't mean you're not attacking with things, so... There we go. Which means you take more turns, which... honestly, is probably the one that gives you the most points for doing quickly, so... But later in the game, it's almost impossible to do it quickly. So... Unless you drastically out-level. The execution is more based off like how common you use super effective or resist enemy attacks, I think. Based on the effectiveness of your combat strategy, you get a rating of 1 to 5 stars. Earning a higher rating increases your chances of getting better drops like rare monster eggs. Yeah, you don't have any skill points. No. You buff might and magic, okay. And you're a split attacker, physical, magical, physical, yeah. Makes sense. Oh, and you're a critter. This monster is knocked out for the first time in combat, is revved 10% of its max health. Not bad. I wouldn't call that great though, because in general you don't want to. You can do bonus wind, bonus fire. The downside is my only fire is physical, which is not great for a mixed attacker. You can get revive. Interesting. Oh, never mind. Here's a magical fire. 2 physical fire, magical fire, physical wind, and an AoE. Oh yeah, okay, so 2 AoE. So the only magical fire I get is AoE. Energize. Monster in the party because there are 7 next health when they trigger shock damage. That is actually really good. Okay, so a shock build is good because it can turn you into a pseudo healer. Oh, and we got charge. But we get it real late. It'll hit your hands, charge. Oh, never mind. So we get it here. Does anything else interact with charge? Doesn't look like it. This monster is revived or revives another monster. It additionally heals 30% max health. Get 7 charge stacks. Okay, so you can get some cheap stuff otherwise. Yeah, but buffs are good. Crit chance focus. For funsies, I'm gonna try and keep things aerial build. Obviously, right now I'm gonna use the blob because it's the only other thing I have. But what does charge? Okay, increases the base damage of the first hit. %. What does charge do for me? Because like obviously I can get more charge. Each critical hit grants charge stack. It does move 20% enemies max HP, 10% against champions, gain 8 charge stacks. Okay. What does charge stacks do? This is actually good for how weak he is defensively, so I might get that early on. Is the base damage of the first hit by 40% of the attack? So, yeah, so you're a mixed attacker, obviously. Aging, not really good unless I'm doing an aging build with others. I'm trying to find what charge stacks do. Cool, I start with 7 charge stacks. What does charge do? Single hit. So you 10% of champions gain 8 charge stacks once per attack. Details more. I can gain charge stacks, but what do charge stacks do? Sorry, I'm just curious to figure this out. What the hell's going on? Actually, wait, hold on, I'm dumb. Oh. Yeah, I just need to look at the what the buff does. So the question is, do I even want to go down this route? To be fair, evasion is very good. You don't get a ton of critical. Yeah, so the nice thing about this is, like, if you have one thing like these that deal a lot of damage, this pairs really well with this. Explosive blast. See, that's the thing, is in some cases, getting further down the attack tree is worse. Because that would give you... Well, you can always go up the attack tree, but it's annoying, so... Oh, okay, I see how this works then. Yeah, because this only gives one. Because you might do more total damage, but... Okay. And you obviously know you've got a lot of healing in, like, can you do mixed healing shields? I would love someone who can do mixed healing shields. Well, that might be a little bit annoying. There are multiple slime types, so... Anyway, let's keep going. I just wanted to look at that, and I got very confused. Can you break walls? Activates water orbs. No, you cannot. Never mind, then. I'm not going to bother. Young Keeper, 'tis the Keeper's trail's beginning. For all of man, beast, and sanctuary. For all of man, beast, and sanctuary has beginning. For all man, beast, and sanctuary has beginning. Good to get one of them. I mean, might as well just start. Less health. Yeah, so you're weaker. I don't want to go for you then. Don't have a way of dealing water damage though. You're weak to fire. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to really do much to either of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Featherstorm. So Featherstorm is a heavy, it does a lot of hits. So you notice the combo up in the top right? It is basically how much building that up makes subsequent attacks more powerful. So you generally want to use attacks that have a lot of hits early on, unless you think it can kill an enemy, because that'll probably make things go faster. Burn, that's not good. Heal. you off. Oh, wormy boy. My monster stopped off. And healing does, because like it has 4 hits, so 4 heals is a 4 combo. Okay, we'll do a normal attack to regenerate some mana. I haven't had to do that before. I've done it before, I just haven't had to do it before. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna finish you off. Oh wait, I have fire. What am I doing? Yeah, I ended kind of weak. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I got an egg. Pretty sure that's a guaranteed drop. As your monsters gain experience in combat, they will increase in level. This allows them to gain new skills. Wait, what am I doing? This allows them to gain new skills. You should take a look at the skill tree menu. Yep. I should first. It's not a rock, it's a boulder. Well, let's name it Molder. Yeah, so you're physical in earth. Think you get water ever? No, you're purely earth with a physical. So physical, magical, physical. So this is I kind of prefer, it's a weaker healing, but you get, but it removes debuffs, which is very nice to have. Note that you can unlearn recently learned skills freely as long as you didn't complete a monster encounter or exit the game. Yep. Okay. Even the way that things are looking currently, I'm thinking Shock. Shock is pretty good for combo starting. Combo chains. Can't break walls. Hey friend, you just starting as a monster keeper, right? Did you find some equipment for your monsters already? You can make your monsters stronger by equipping them. Yeah. Use Birdo. Hey fellow keeper, did you know that every single one of your monsters possesses a special ability? You can use your familiar's ability to fly to that chest up there. Yep. Hide. And kunai. Pretty sure I could just jump up there, yeah. Okay, now that I got some equipment. So you're a mixed attacker. And you have some pretty heavy abilities. I'm gonna get you some defense and health. And then we're gonna give you the kunai. No, we're gonna give you the kunai. Now, I do... Morning! To mark this breakable wall. we go. Birdo! Start combat. Here, I think we... Let's see if we can knock this guy out right away. Honestly, it's got kind of like a mix. I would argue it's a mix between... It's got like a JRPG, kind of almost Pokemon Monster Tamer vibe with a mixture of like Metroidvania mechanics. It is. That's why I decided to play it. Now, murder. Windrose. Oh wait, yeah, that one. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people have been playing that recently. Yeah, it does seem fun. I just don't. I don't know. I just haven't really looked into it very closely yet. And murder. That's pretty good. 2 turns. Yeah, 5. Valero egg. The bird, right? Yeah. What do I want to name you? I don't know why. Let's see. It's a good pun. Bird pun. I'm trying to think of something with like crow. Like Crarthur? No. Howie. Croven? Croven. I'm thinking like Kevin. Creven? Yeah, we'll do Creven. There we go. Okay, so I actually don't really want to make you a healer because I feel like the Molder is a better healer than Blobbert because it can also remove debuffs. But I feel like Creven, I think would make a good mixed crit healer. Ooh, you do charge stuff. I just realized. Oh, and you can combine with charge. Oh my gosh, I could do a charge team. That'd be fun. You do anything else with charges? Not really. Whenever a monster gains a charge stack, so I percentage also gain might, agility, or sidekick. Now you can be a many attacker, and the fact that you get, let's see, crit dodging. And you can stack sidekick pretty good. Whenever this monster gains sidekick, another random monster in the party also gains sidekick. Here we go. Okay. Crit buffs charge stacker. I'm thinking, yeah. Okay. So that means I'm going to want to get Air Sickle. Probably also get Featherstorm at some point, but it'll be a while before this one's build gets anywhere. So I don't have water yet. You have fire, wind, you have earth, so I'm going to want you to do water damage. You're a purely magical attacker. And you can do more hits with magic, so buffing magic with magic to make magic magic is a good idea. Poison debuff is good. This is armor break, yeah. I think having you debuff is a good idea. So you can debuff down this route. Every heal applied to this monster has a 10% chance to apply poison to a random enemy. This monster can apply additional stacks of poison. An additional stack of poison. Okay. That's useful if I wanted to do like a... Whenever it takes poison damage... Whenever an enemy takes poison damage, 40% chance that the poison spreads to another enemy. That's cool. What are these? Full defense, barrier, agility, and spell shield. Not bad. Oh, okay, gets more. Okay, agility's... Oh, but it applies it to one. Whereas this applies it to the whole party. And eventually... Currently, though, I have a lot of physical attackers. Well, you're mixed. You're physical. You're magical. You're kind of mixed leaning magic. Or leaning physical. Well, let's just get some abilities. I think being able to apply armor break, which reduces defense and other sources of damage reduction by 25. Yeah. So we'll do that so we can debuff some enemies. Let's also move you. But I have said, I think Molder's a little bit better. I think it'd be fun to make a bird build. Or even just a flying build. Because there are... Yeah, I can't sort, I think, until I get the Mon Journal. I played the beginning of this game already, that's why I know some of this. To test it out. Man prospered through generations, founded cities and nations, connected by dirt and wheel, and later by steam and steel. Eh? You know what? Ball creature. You know, I saw that before. And I might be able to get up there with a double jump, but it makes me think that there's more over there. Oh, oops. Got it. Oh. There you go. So you have 10% critical chance. I think everyone starts with 10, 50 for critical. Yeah, so you have to actually buff critical. I think it's better to have one person buffed up right now. Just because it'll help, I think. This is the path to the Keeper's stronghold. We should continue on the Keeper's trail first and visit Old Burren. Obtain 2 copper. Probably should have looked at what you're weak to. What are you weak to? Got it. Let's buff the whole party. Just explode your face. And murder. Oh, you're buffing. Okay. Now you switch to heal. You... kill. Monster murder. And 3 turns. Keeping it full health. Yeah, execution is for how often you use, like, super effective stuff, I think. Got another Valor egg. I don't need it, though, because I got one already. Man knew of those who wait, in the woods and caverns beyond. Yet for the treasures within he longed, for the greed of kings was great. No. Nope. I want equipment. Diadem. Defense and mana. Let's do you. Let's give you the diadem. Keeping you kind of on the back line. Whoop. Although, with people weak to water, I'm gonna want Blobbert. Should also get Molder though. Weak to fire, but I'm also gonna get burned here, which will suck. Let's do Kraven. Maybe I could do it. I think I can do it faster. Buff. In this case, let's start by killing you. There we go. Reduce the chance of burns. That's what I'm trying to do. Good. Well, not great, but... here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ignore the damage. Okay, both do 4. try and get you dead. There we go. I think that's more important. Now that that's done, you can heal. I can beat you up. And then I can burn you. Not that you do burn damage. We'll heal Blobbert first. I'm just gonna murder. Yeah. So you can take some hits to healthiness as long as, like, you do other things goodly. Mana Ring. I would have preferred a little defensive blob, but so you leveled up. You're magic, right? Yeah, and you're physical. Having a shield at the start is good. Let's start with the shield. Might be good to also... I don't want to get these yet, by the way, the level 2 attacks. They're good, but they cost a lot more mana. Like, I don't know if you said mana 50, mana 80. And until I get better equipment that can give me more mana regeneration and such, it's such a sink. I learned that very early on. And yeah, you can always do the level 1, but it's unnecessary. But you do need to pick them up before level 10, because you notice the little line that goes down to the next thing, so you need to get it before other things. I might forgo the shield, honestly, because I feel like that's not going to be good for my long term. You can buy skill resets, but why waste it if I can help it? I don't think in the long run I want it. You don't actually get that much more powerful in terms of number of hits. Like, you do get more powerful, obviously, but I'm actually curious with the end. So 255, but to everyone. 455. 250, but to everyone. So that's technically slightly better, but you can also apply shock, which is good. 475, but magical. I think up to 460, which is really good. I like the idea of this bird having like one, like single powerful strikes. But we'll figure that out later. I think I'm gonna do, let's just increase the base damage for now. Since 2 of my attacks are physical, I'm gonna do attack plus. Okay, for you, weakness is better if I had a shield. I think weakness, yeah, 20% less damage from any magical or physical. That's your only magical attack. You know what? Let's do this. I feel like a defensive focus for you would be kind of nice, with like a backup healing. more weapons. So Morningstar is purely attack, which is what I want. Or purely magical, which, yeah. That's what I want. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Start combat. Okay, so I don't have the... No, I do have fire. What I'm talking about. But let's use you. We're gonna start with air slash. Probably should have started with a buff, but oh well. Okay, so the I don't know if you noticed, like the bars flashing. There's like an orange chunk, and there's a part that's flashing orange. That's basically how much damage you do if you crit. I learned. But with only a 10% chance to crit right now, that's not really worthwhile. So I'll just take the kill. In fact, if I'm going to take the kill, I might as well do it with the one that's a bit less powerful. Or costs less mana. Good. You're keeping all of the attacks on one target. Allow me to... I'm going to do Might Bump. We're going to heal. That Might Bump, there's good... no, I can't kill, but... Few crits there. The yellow numbers are crits. I thought I made the... Hold on, let me look at my settings. Station ads. Okay, you seem to be back. I'm looking at the ads. Okay, I'm lowering it to 30 seconds of ads per hour. Should be... Okay. How do I change this? Okay, wait. Can't. Let me do this. I'll do this and then this. There we go. Honestly, I think it reset a setting because I used to have it much lower. A 1 minute ad every 12 seconds. 3 minute ad every 30 minutes. That will disable pre-roll ads. And since you're already here, I'm gonna... Oh, you're partially disabled. I mean, I just recommend using ad block, because I don't care about the ads. If I could, I would just turn off ads entirely, but it doesn't let me. I'm just gonna do a 30-second ad every 60 minutes. There you go. Where do I save? Is it saved? It might be saved. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's good. To be fair, I think that reset at some point, because I definitely had it to be less often than that. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, they updated something and it reset because it's more beneficial to them. Well, no, I actually think the problem was, and I think about it, is that I had it on automatic. Leo Toxic, welcome. Where was I? Oh yeah, fighting things. Oh yeah, I want to heal to keep my health up. Will I max it out? Yeah, well. Okay, and now I can use you to kill slime. Now, do I get this 10% chance to crit? No, I don't. Heal yourself to keep my health maxed for that bonus. And murder. I don't know what's better, doing it a turn earlier or getting the healthiness bonus. Okay. Another skill point. No. Wait, did I get another equipment? I did get a mana ring. I'm not gonna worry about it, honestly. Yet. Okay, so you... Honestly? I'm gonna give you Sidekick. Sidekick is really good. I think I'm gonna ignore the magic side of this. Because previously, in my other game, I gave the bird magic tree. I only got to like level like 16, so I never got past the second tier when I was testing this game out. But and it slows down a lot later. So yeah, you're really good for setting up combos though, which is nice. But yeah, I think Sidekick is good, because Sidekick basically gives you a 50% chance to do an extra hit, which can help set up combos better. As for you, Acid Rain, it will give an extra. So the nice thing about Arcane Bolt with the blob is that it does a lot of hits, so it's good for setting up combos. But I would need another healer if I wanted to do that. You only get one action. That's kind of fun. Yeah, it's Magic Missile. So my chair sunk down a bit. There we go. Pop up a little higher. Okay. I have a magical attack other than... So I have a neutral attack and a water attack. The thing about this is it will deal more damage than this over time. But, its base is 165, whereas this base is 160, but the fact that it adds a debuff, which just makes you do more damage, is good. Might be good to get you, just get Time Shot to get the poison effect. Poison is... Debuffs... Damaging debuffs are really good in this game, because unless you have someone who can get rid of them, there's really not much you can do other than just keep healing them. But it can... Yeah, so... Man plunged into deepest abyss, voyaged, attacked, and slew. These endeavors were without solace. The cost on humanity nobody knew. That rhyme? Slew knew, yeah. Did the other ones rhyme? Whoop. Oh yeah, one. Hey, fellow keeper, do you know that you can change which of your monsters is following you around? This allows you to use different monster abilities while exploring. Yep, I've been using that already. Now, I didn't know that until this point before, but I do know now. Derp. Hello, young monster keeper. Your first time on the keeper's trail, is it? This is a teleporter stone. You can use it to travel quickly to other teleporters you find. Me? I'm just a treasure hunter. I make a business selling things. I find here and there. Want to buy something? Burn? Oh, Burn, you can find him heading further west. Okay, yeah. Stain ring. Good to know. I don't need potions. I'm good at games. Also, can't put a thing there anyway. Vines. What's over here? I just ignore you. Good monsters can destroy hidden walls like the one behind me. If you happen to get a monster with the physical ability, come back and try it. Yeah. Hulk wall. Because Hulk smash. Maybe I should call it Juggernaut. Whatever. Bandana. Nope. Equipment. What does bandana do? Crit chance. I'm actually going to give that you. Oh yeah. Unequip all. From all in it. No, from all monsters. Let's try the skin. So. Okay, so you really don't give me anything other than. So Cestus and Kunai. I'll keep the Cestus. Crit chance I want. Crit chance I want. And other than that, I think we're gonna do. What's your defense and health? And you need physical, because you don't have any magical attacks. I'll just give you all these. I think it's better to stack things up on one person. You're mixed, kind of. You're definitely magic. Okay. So, yeah, so we're gonna do this. Good group. Right. We're gonna do might. We're gonna have you punch a fool. We're gonna have you murder. Yes, keep all the damage on one so I can heal it. That is the way. And then we're gonna sidekick. Ow. I kind of thought it might. Thought it might be enough, but it will. Gonna turn attacks off. Probably should use the one that does more, but whatever. Or do they even... Yeah, whatever. Okay. Should be good now. Explode! Just missed that. Guaranteed. Rare. Yeah, impact ring. Gonna give you the impact ring. And you have 20% crit chance and 70% crit damage. That's pretty good. Giving you all the defense stuff. And I'll give you the mana ring. There we go. And I couldn't go that way, right? Yeah, there's a door. Well, I can't mark two things, but I'm also... I know you can get that handled pretty early, so... I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Go this way. Lines. I never did figure out what does this. Actually, let's do chest music. If I can get one of you, I can do fire damage. I'm gonna do the two healers just to make sure I can take care of the burn. And well, actually, let's. Okay, so yeah, no one buffs. So yeah, we'll start with you. Get a lot of attacks in, and then you can get a number of attacks in. You can be my water. This is why I wanted both of you. Okay, now you gonna make use of that electricity, and then kill. Kill the little worm. Okay, so is it just me, or does this little like worm thing look like a cat in a sock to anyone else? Or is that just me? You know, like when you like put a cat in a sock? Or a kitten? Anyway, that's what it looks like to me. Okay, good. And we get the kill. No! Dang, one more turn. I think I get more points for using the element. Good. Dang it. Don't get fire yet. Can you get up here? Get up here. Crit ring. No. Probably want to get double jump. But I'm not sure. I think I got up there last time, but I don't think it does anything. Because you do... Anyway. Figure that out later. Okay. But then came the four, free from greed or any other sin, who listened to the voice within, struck a wound to the realm's core. Okay. We're gonna fight the sword cat. Wind and leaf. Yeah, we'll do this. Steam. Get that might go in first. Okay, good. We got the leaf. Since at least 2017, so 9 years. And I get the crit, 20% chance. Nope. Can't heal both. You know, I'm gonna ignore healing. I am gonna buff. Oh, neat. Start with you. So I can get the kill. I'll also build up the counter. Get the kill on you. Now, I will use you to heal yourself. And we can start. Windblade. Strike. Okay. Okay, so healthiness might not be that important, because I think I only got 3,500 right, I think, for max healthiness. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Because if I can keep above, like, 75% and get, like, 3,000 or 80% and get 3,000, that's fine. I can focus on other things. I think I've been focusing way too much on healthiness in my other game, which is why I never really got very high. Okay. Do I want a 25% crit chance? I think that'd be good. Yeah, let's do 25% crit chance. As for you. Featherstorm does a lot more hits, and I will want it eventually. It's better for setup, whereas this is better for finishing. It'll also let me get... Actually, no, what I want, every texture is an additional 35% hit. And then I get that... Well, no, if the point is to get a lot of hits, then I should start with this. And I can get attack proc later. Okay. So, you having good defense is kind of a thing. Moving buffs is neat. Giving you an, Magical attack would be good. Healing actions trigger an additional heal on monster with the lowest health equal. Oh yeah, no, I want this for multi-heal. Of course I need multi-heal. In fact, I should probably do that with you as well. Even if I don't plan to make you like a pure healer, just being able to do a multi-heal, good. So I didn't get a cat blade person, which is sad. Bomb. Oh, there's a thing up there. And you guys over there. From this wound, rivers flowed and mountains grew mighty and cold. 'Tis the only place for any creature that lives in peace with its nature. So, it's more random, so that's why I've been focusing on getting like higher scores, because when you get a higher score, you have a chance to get a higher or a rare drop, and eggs are rare drop, which allows you to hatch a monster. So that's basically how it works. Is you want. I realize the other way I think is the way to go, so I'm gonna go this way first. I'm gonna ignore you guys for now, so I can get this and then move on. I don't know if that's anything up there. I'm gonna mark it though. In case. Wait. I just noticed that I started over here. So maybe these two connect up. That might actually be a thing. Anyway. Alright, let's punch a wall. The guys are weak to fire. You got weak to grass. So yeah, we'll just use my default team then. I should have done might first. Oh well. My bad. Chance to crit. Dang. Okay, just to double check how much focusing on healing gives me, if it's like, if it was 3,500 for maxing out for keeping healthy the whole time, I'm gonna try to do that. Okay. So hopefully this heals enough. No, so I'm gonna be a bit low. Oh well. Okay, let's do beating. And then explosion. Not about ending at max health, it's about averaging max health every turn, so that's... You just win. Okay. Yeah, I think 3,500 is the max, and going down to 80 only loses you 500 points. It's really not that bad. It's almost better to go a bit quicker and focus on health. Ooh, got a coat. Didn't get any new monsters, though. Okay, I think left is the way to go. I'm gonna go down first. Yeah, I never did find out how to get in there. In fact, do... Small hole. Yes. I mean, because... You know... I don't think I can look now, But yeah, I named this one Ari, Krevin, Mulder, and Blobbert. I can't show you what their actual names are until I get the Monster Journal. 100 gold, yay! I would like a cat, because that'll allow me to cut vines. I'm just gonna pass you, though. Good hat. Double jump here. Oh wait, no, I think I can do it with a block. No, I can't. Okay, I need double jump. There we go. You are water. I don't have anyone who does fire though. Okay, have a chance for a magma pillar. It's supposed to be like a caterpillar thing, but again, it just looks like a cat in a sock. So let's do my fire team Bravo. Okay, so yeah, no buffs. Start with a leaf slash. My main goal is to go after fire guy, so I no longer have to worry about getting burned. Also, he buffs everyone's defense, which is a pain because that makes everything take longer. So that was a good chunk of damage. We are gonna heal you up. Then we're gonna... I'm gonna do leaf. Yeah, I'm gonna do leaves. And then do the final big hit with fire. I was hoping that would actually get it low enough to do a kill, but oh well. That's a lot of damage. I'm gonna do that to poison and hopefully kill. Don't think it's gonna kill, but nah, dang. Finish. Yeah, so by doing that a turn sooner, I only lost like 300, or you know, I lost less from healthiness than I gained in doing it in fewer turns, so that is useful. Dang it, still no egg. What's over here? Right. Yeah, I think I need double jump for this. Double jump. Yeah, you need double jump and fly for that, if I recall. Yes, there. Now we'll go this way. You guys need fire and you need leaf, so yeah, this team should be fine. Oh, I got some items. I should assign more items. Whatever. The cat does a lot of damage. I need to remember to might up the buff first. Okay, I can fit. Good. Got one out, turn 1. That's good. You know what? Very minimal damage. I'm gonna focus on attacking. Should have done sidekick first, but oh well. Kill the walrus. Ended up the same, so it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna start with Feather Strike, just because it does a lot of damage. Even if it is ineffective, it'll get the combo up. And then I can do, Leaf Slash. Neutral. And then get that super effective for Explosion. Yeah, like doing it faster. There we go. I ignored healthiness, and it worked out fine. So I'm guaranteed, and I got Cat Zerker. New friend. Okay. This is kind of a... It's cat guts. Or guts. So it's guts, but a cat, because it's got a cat with a big sword. So it's cuts. And that's like a 3-layer pun. Sure. I can name it Charlie. Sure. I like my 3-layer pun, but I'll take it bite. Actually, technically that's a point reward, so maybe I shouldn't... Nah, who cares? Okay. Equipment. Don't have any more weapons. Okay, so you are a crit fiend, but you do fire damage. I'm 100% starting with that. Regeneration is a nice soft healing ability. It allows you to go all out with attacks, so I'm gonna get it. And honestly, I'm just gonna pick up Wind for coverage to give them all the attacks, so you're a nice backup. Okay, so I think defense and magic is good for you. You're also a critter, though, by which I mean someone who crits. One of these did better. Okay, 5% crit chance. 10%, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. I'm gonna ignore defense and go all the way on crit. You are... These... Okay, defense and crit chance... Well, the next person who gets crit is Charlie, because... Charlie's got a good bit of crit stuff. And honestly, more health won't hurt. And actually, he has a lot of high cost abilities, so I think Tome for some mana regeneration is a good idea. Okay, for you, we go for more magic damage or more physical damage. No, magic also improves healing because it's 50 plus 20% magic. So the higher your magic, the more you heal. Ooh, maybe I should do channel buff. Yeah, so channel, yeah, actions require 20% less mana. That's actually really good, so I'm gonna do that. And I could do plus mana regeneration, so just by being in the party, it's adds a lot more longevity, and I could, and with that kind of stuff, I can start using more powerful abilities. Because, you know, like 30% more mana, like, it's good. Like, it does 50% more physical damage. But it costs 30% more mana, so that's why it's, like, kind of a trade-off. This is technically even a better boost at 60% total more. But it's an even bigger mana gap. So, having you being able to apply might is neat. I'm probably gonna have to do that to get some of the stuff down here. Maybe not. Mostly, if I want... Age is interesting. Plus 3% damage, plus 3% damage reduction, plus 3% mana regeneration, and that every turn you get a stack and it doesn't go away. Despite the fact that I haven't gotten a single critter with... or a single monster with aging, I know how aging works because of another game these people made. That's actually how I found out about this game, is I ran into another one called Aethermancer, which is another monster battling game that they made, and they also have aging in that, and I know how that works from that, so. But Revive isn't, in my opinion, isn't as great as you might think, because ideally you keep your monsters from dying in the first place. But if you do have Revive, I feel like Revive would be really good in battles, because you can battle other people in the Sanctuary. And in which case it's like Pokemon where you have 6, whereas in wild monster fights you pick 3 and those are the 3. If one of them faints, you're down to 2. In the like PvP, it's still PvE, but it's against like other monster tamers. It's you get like your full team of 6, so kind of interesting. Honestly, Explosion does so much damage. But then again, I feel like 50% isn't that great. I also have no idea how, like, your stats are calculated. It's like, I don't have anything... Okay, let's look at this, actually. Equipment. I'm getting... If I were to... unequip all. In this monster. So, 31. How would I reach that? Because, like... Improve health rating by 1, increases health by 70. Magic rating by 1, increases magic by 7. Increases attack by 8. So I already did that. Okay, so it doesn't change what it says. And like mana, increases mana by 8, mana regeneration by 4. Yep, it does that. But then how does it calculate up to 99? Is it 8 per bar? Let's see. 3, 6. So that's 6 times 8. Nowhere near enough. Is there a base? Huh. I'm curious about this. Give me 1 second. I want to look this up. Stats. Okay, attack rating times 10 plus level divided by 2. Attack 6% amount of physical damage, attack set value of 200, If a monster has an attack stat value of 200 and uses a physical skill that deals 50% damage per hit, each hit will result in 100 damage. Attack value of a monster without equipment or related passives is calculated as following. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm assuming... Okay, so same for magic. Same for magic. Defense is defense rating times 0.7 times 10 plus level. Okay. A monster gain an additional increase to their defense value is calculated as following. Okay, wait. Base defense value. Defensive stats determined by the damage reduction value of a monster. The base defense value of a monster without equipment or related passives is calculated as following. Okay. Wild monsters gain additional increase to their base defense value calculated as following. Okay. Got it. And the difficulty effects stats. And health is 5 plus health rating times 4.5 times 10 plus level times 1 plus clamp level divided by 100, 0, 6. What is clamp? Hold on. Clamp math function. What the frick is that? Limits a value to a specific range below minimum. Okay, so okay. So it's level divided by 100, but it has to be between 0 and 0.6. So you can never get higher than 0.6. Times, okay. I don't know why level's in here twice. Anyway, interesting. Mana regeneration. Oh, I thought it was just half mana. X amount of mana, but it's base mana value 8 plus mana rating times 1.3. Okay. Times 5 plus level times 0.25. Interesting. And mana regeneration. Oh no, mana regeneration is literally just that divided by 2. Yeah, so it's just half of your mana. So you regenerate half your mana every round. Cool. Okay, so there's some other stuff here, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I was just kind of curious. Okay, so it's level. So level is a big determinant in all of this. That's good to know. So it means having higher level keeping your monsters' levels up is a good idea if you're planning to use them. Only the 6 monsters you have in your party gain experience, by the way. So what do I want to spend your skill point on then? Yeah, let's balance you out. Just get that. The one downside of this monster is they are purely elemental. They don't get anything that's not elemental. Like the wolf gets physical attacks, or pure non-elemental attacks, and there are some of those. But for this, well, then again, well, some of the best attacks are magical, so it'll be good. Mana and mana regeneration is a good idea. I was thinking of doing the charges thing, which would be here. Well, 5. Yeah, let's do mana and mana regeneration for now. Okay, and Blobbert. Mana regeneration of the party. Additional attacks. Let's give you a buff. Let's give you sorcery. Really only going to affect you right now, but I do like Charlie. For you... Impact ring. I thought I... Oh, right. I took everything off of you. Go. Everyone has... How's everyone doing on equipment? Okay. Defense and magic, that's good. Defense. Because you're kind of a bit of a tank. And hey, you get some leftovers. Congratulations. Now, do I want to head back and get some stuff? Walls? Nah, I'll do it on my way back because I think I have to come back this direction. Anyway, yep. Oh, if it isn't an old friend of mine. Hey, Burin, long time no see. I brought you a new student. He just hatched his first monsters. I thought you might teach him some lessons. So you're the new spectral keeper, huh? Folks call me Old Burin. I've made my home at the end of the Keeper's Trail so I can teach all of you greenhorns about your new duties as fully fledged monster keepers. But first, let's battle to see if you're worthy of the title. Always observe your enemies carefully. Some say that the outcome of battle is decided before it begins. Since I raised those blobs myself, they are stronger than the ones you've seen so far. As you can see, their level is much higher. You can also see the weaknesses and resistances of your enemies. My blobs are weaker to wind attacks. Let's go all out on attack. We can do mild regeneration. Look at the top right corner of the screen. That is the combo counter. Every action you do in combat will increase your combo counter based on how often you hit enemies or healed or buffed your allies. This will increase the damage of the following attacks. The combo counter resets after every turn, so makes sense to always try to act with your weaker, defensive, or assisting monsters first, and use higher hit count actions. This will maximize the damage of your offensive monsters that act later. Yep. And we'll do might. And Gatling Feather. Good number of crits. Ways to heal. Okay, then we'll do the sidekick. And from here, we'll use Gatling Feather to build up. Enough crits. Nope. Dang. I should be able to kill 2 of them this next turn, though. Go. And we'll build that up. And finally, we'll airstrike. Didn't get the crits, but it's okay. And we'll finish it off in a year. Yeah. 4 stars, I'll take it. Battling. Some extra health. Not bad at all. You have walked the Keeper's Trail and you defeated my monsters. However, to become a proper monster keeper, you will need to complete one more test, young keeper. Young keeper, the next test is much more challenging. You should prepare for it first. If your monsters have any free skill points, use them now, and use them wisely. Okay. I think giving you more attack is a better idea right now. Ooh, I don't... Problem is, I don't know... I know what it is, but I don't remember... what element it is. I think what I'm gonna do... because they cover elements that I already have, I'm gonna buff up Blobbert. Apparently I have enough stuff to keep you going. Okay. So let's go inside the house. Books. The titles of the books read The Ancestral Tome of Blob Handling and the Hidden Places of Monster Sanctuary, a guide. Okay. Have you prepared for the real test? Yes. Good, you show bravery, but this time you are not facing a normal monster. Particularly powerful monsters are often described as champions. They have more health and do more damage and can act multiple times a turn. It is your job as a monster keeper to take care of them. So it's only fitting that you beat one to become a member of the Order of Monster Keepers. Show me what you are made of. Oh, so you're weak to wind. Interesting. And you attack with... Okay, so you attack with Leaf. You're weak to Leaf. You're defensive against it. Yeah, let's do these three. I'm gonna start with Channel. We're gonna buff with these two. Really need Sorcery. Oh no, I can use Sorcery because I can then yeah, use the magic. Because they're gonna be my main damage dealer, meaning it's gonna be helpful. So also let me keep up some healing. Yeah, I'll keep you as the main healer. Ideally, I can apply... Let's apply poison. I'm actually curious what that does. A champion, okay, that's all it does. No one's really that hurt, so... Well, let's keep healing up. Well, no, I don't need it. So... let's start with Acid Rain to do the armor break. So another debuff. And then I can use Leaf Slash to build a combo. And I can finish with a Lightning Bolt. Okay, that'll heal. Same with that. Yeah, let's heal up. Whoa. And no crits. Okay, so now we'll use you mostly for a bunch of attacks. So that should get a bunch of attacks, and then we can do Leaf, and we should be able to finish this off this turn, so... There we go. Execution 80%. I still need to figure out how that one is calculated. By the way, for the champions, you get their egg if you beat them at 100% or at 5 stars. You can re-challenge them later. It'll come up. Congratulations, young one. You have defeated your first champion, and therefore you are now a keeper aspirant. Nothing more is required of you. However, stay a while and listen, won't you? Because there are things going on in the sanctuary that trouble me. You see, monsters can't become this powerful by normal means, and champions usually don't accept other monsters besides them, or a keeper in control of them. Champions are always an anomaly, quite rare in nature. I enhanced this golem myself to make it stronger, but even I couldn't control it for longer periods of time, so I leave it deactivated most of the time. Recently, keeper rangers have been finding an unusual amount of champions around the sanctuary. I regularly receive letters by Valor mail from rangers who are stuck in the distant reaches of the sanctuary fighting against champions. If it weren't for my old bones, I'd go out there myself, but at least I can keep the keeper's trail safe. I trapped a champion in the caves in this area. You could take care of it. You can take care of it if you feel up to the task. Not path key. But before you go, there's one more lesson I want to teach you. Don't worry, I don't have any other monsters for you to fight. This lesson is just about feeding your monsters. Feeding your monsters will boost their stats. Caring for your monsters this way is vital if you intend to face more champion monsters. But a monster always only profits from the last 3 food items you gave it. Now good luck on your road as Monster Keeper. Well then, you are a Keeper Aspirant now. Still, the only way to improve your rank is to beat more champions. And who knows, maybe you will be the one to reach the title of Keeper Master. There are always only one in a couple lifetimes. We can take care of that other champion right now, or we can go back to the Keeper Stronghold first. The choice is yours. Okay. I'm gonna want Cat out so I can attack walls. Now that I have the ability to attack walls. Come this way? No. Double jump. Some walls are hidden. They don't always show little crack. And I don't remember if there were any special things around here. Maybe? I think so. I think there might be a spot to do that. Helmet. Oh, right. I got the water one, but I needed to mark that there was the fire one here. Pedestal. Fire pedestal. And guys do respawn, so you can grind. So let's start. Might. Channel. And lightning bolt. Not really. And then we're gonna do sidekick. Some leaf slash. Then lightning bolt again. We'll heal a bit, because that is a bit low. And finish you off. Just finish you off and see what that gets me for average health. I feel like it's fine. Cool. I don't think there's anything up there. Okay, we are going to need Blobbert for this one. We're gonna do, you know what? We're gonna do buff. We're gonna let Blobbert be the star, and then we'll buff and heal. Start with sidekick, because the main attacker doesn't uses magic. Small chance of critting. Yeah, we'll just finish one off it. It's better to finish you off. You heal yourself. You should give a might buff. I will give you a healing buff, or a magic buff at some point. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna give you the sorcery buff. We're gonna heal Blobbert. Should be able to take out Sock Cat, you, and then start with the Gatling. Enough? It is. Stars, 60% chance. Still no freaking Sock Cat. Okay, but you can cut through vines. Woo! Yeah, well. Let's do Grabbing Blobbert and Molder again. Start with sidekick. Channel. You can do earth now, so let's do an attack. That's not that bad. Stop attacking the same one, please. I prefer you to attack the same one. I just remember that makes things easier, but oh well. So do sorcery. We'll do might. And we will get you down. That's okay. Okay. Okay, I should probably give you a heal now. I'm gonna heal with you. With Molder. Then we can poison the one in the back. Let me just smack this one around. Okay. Now what we'll do... heal. You a beating? Probably should use the one that does more attacks. Oh well. 4 turns. Could have been better. Still enough to get 4. Got another Kazerker though. Ooh, walnut. Buttons can be cut or burned. Oh yeah, I can get these now. Red gem. I think I can get what's over here too. Yeah. Skill resetter. Okay, so I want fire. I'm gonna use you, who can do fire. You can do fire. And we'll buff. Kind of wondering. I'm gonna do might. And pow. Okay with that. Let's buff sidekick. And finish. And so 2.5, 2 2/4 turns. Good. I got another egg. You can give eggs for points at the Sanctuary or something. Got you. We do have... oh, okay. Triggers automatically. let's use Blobbert, Molder, and Krevin again. We're gonna channel. Sidekick. And poison. Okay, I don't think I need to worry too much about that. So I did sidekick. I'm gonna have you do... Yeah, let's do might. I'm gonna have you buff sorcery. Then we're gonna do leaf slash. So we're all buffed up. Don't heal. Okay, so you're you do 150%, you do 140. So what we're gonna do, actually, yeah, let's apply, yeah, we'll apply armor break. Actually, let's start with you to get those 5 hits in. And then we'll do armor. Actually, I should have done that reversed, yeah. Should have done armor break first. Oh well. But now, you can do the physical leaf slash. Got some extra stuff going on. You're definitely going to want to heal next turn. Definitely going to want to heal next turn. Now I can beat you up a little bit. Okay. This is looking pretty good. It's not looking super great. Give you a heal. Keep that. Okay, and we can finish. Cool. Still only 4 stars. Actually, have I? Yeah, they all have skill points. I'm done. Okay, so we've got 4 levels until next bit. Hybrid Mastery is good. I don't really need someone else who can apply buff, though, and I also need to do the buff sorcery, which kind of implies I'd want to go down this whole route anyway, which I kind of just don't want to deal with. Yeah, so let's start prepping for the next tier. Now, there's one annoying thing, and that is that, be 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll be at the next tier. Okay, that works for me. As for you, you're level 6. I like the idea of you hitting more. Do that. And then for you, being able to weaken might actually be a good idea for bosses. Well, no, I'm starting to get to a point where I'm doing higher level damage, higher level attacks, so having the mana regeneration is a good idea. For Blobbert, the extra attack is good for setting up combos. Was that for the whole party or just for you? Okay, it's just for you. Probably should have waited on that then. Yeah, you need mana. There's no reason for you to do... Because that affects healing and damage for you. Okay, you have 2. You're going to be my... Okay. I really do like Slash as a finishing hit, but right now you're mainly a fire guy for me, so the ability to heal is nice. Let's do that. There we go. Stain ring. Oh, this is just here. Ocarina. I don't actually want to go down here. In fact, I'm going to change this around for... one-way door. Because, yeah, you have to come from the other side for that one. I got you, right? Yeah. Will not have you. You. I need to come back up to get this one. Forgetting that I don't have double jump yet. You get that pretty early on, though, so... literally in the next area. I'd like more sock cats, please. Sure, I'll call this good. Alright, everyone here is basically physical, so... and... lightning bolt. Okay, what we'll do is we'll keep your health up. Why not? I don't think it's going to affect things too much. I crit. Oh, I crit. And lightning. Yeah, pretty good. And that's my 5 stars. So rare loot chance 100%. Still didn't get an egg though. Give me a sock cat. I will need you. Go that way. Let's start with a channel. Do a lightning bolt. Probably not gonna get a crit. Not. Completely unlikely, but better to finish one off. We don't get burned as much. Do this. Cancel crit. Did. It's not as big of a boost, but dang. Well, we'll finish you off. Is that 3 turns? 2.33. There we go. Okay. More birds. You know, I got a freaking 5-star and I didn't get a freaking sock cat. I just realized that. And I'm sad about that. Okay. Let's start with sidekicks so everyone can benefit. We'll do sorcery. For your specific benefit. Cool. Got crits. Just gonna do that. I'll do might for next turn, but now, just finish you off. I shouldn't need to worry about that. I get a crit. There we go. Let's get an egg. Okay. Another rocky egg. Yeah, Zerker egg and Rarego egg or whatever. What are we doing on equipment? I mostly am doing crit stuff for you. Yeah, I just remembered you can do this. Feather is 6%. Bandana +1. Let's give you bandana. What are you doing? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Two turns before you start doing stuff. I'm gonna want you. What am I doing? You. Sleep. Channel. Can you? Oh, no. It shows it as dull. That path dull. I was wondering if you can, like, skip this to get higher ones. But I realized, no, that the path marker is dull, meaning I won't be able to get it unless I get the higher one. Yeah, we'll up that. Maybe an extra hit is a good idea. I don't think I'm going to go down this route for you. I think having basic healing is fine, but I'm going to use you. More poison is a good idea, probably. It'd be kind of fun to make you debuff. Yeah, let's give you more or the better spell. I do need to get that there's the breakable wall over here. I want to get I'm gonna go all out on attack. Wait, what do you do? You need to I don't have anyone with grass, so what I can do, even more attacks off. And then do the neutral slash, which gets good damage. One turn. Oh, defeat all monsters on a single turn. First time I ever got that. That's a good way to get... Yeah, it's a good way to get maxed out stuff. Got another egg, though. Don't really need it. Okay. Now we'll go to the Sanctuary. Still need someone that can dual fire, so that way I can get the other thing. Okay, so... I'll do this. Okay. I should have done the slime, but oh well. I'm gonna tell you right now, giving him a magic buff doesn't really do much to him. There's a chance I instantly kill. Nope. But we'll just finish you off. Physical. We'll do this then. There we go. One turn shorter. Now we continue. We've arrived back at the Keeper's Stronghold. The Stronghold has served as a base of operations for the Monster Keepers for centuries. We should explore some other areas of the Monster Sanctuary next. The Blue Caves are located just below the Stronghold. Before we head there, you should prepare yourself and your monsters adequately. You can find merchants and blacksmiths in the stronghold to ensure that your monsters always have the best food and the best gear. If you ever feel lost or aren't sure where to go next, you can go to your menu and use the talk feature. The talk feature allows you to ask me about our current objectives. Is the Master Keeper Stronghold home to all the Master Keepers? Welcome to Keeper Aspirant. Is the Keeper Stronghold home to the Keeper Burger? Can I take your order? What up? Bud. Dubba dubba. Budda. Bud. Hey there, in the Keeper Stronghold, monsters live alongside humans. We raise them to be our friends. A monster raised by a human would never attack human. Got it, Stockholm Syndrome. Usually champion monsters are very rare, but recently they've been seen all around in all regions of the Sanctuary. Hello, fellow keeper. Are you aware of how the execution part of the rating system is calculated? No, I keep forgetting. Oh, wait. Explain it to me. Execution is mainly based on how well you use the combo system. The first two monsters increase their rating if you manage to get the higher combo. The last monster increases their rating depending on how much damage it deals relative to the enemy's health. Also, you get increased points if you exploit the enemy's weakness. Okay, so yeah, I thought it was just weakness, but it apparently has to do with the whole combo system as a whole. Do you know how the buff debuff rating not only counts how many buffs or debuffs you applied, it also grants additional points depending on how often enemies took poison, burn, or congeal damage. My preferred strategy is to stay defensive and let my debuffs do the dirt job. Utilizing the monster combo system properly is key to getting a good rating in combat. Do you need a reminder of how it works? No. I think the most important thing that as a monster keeper is finding the right diet for all your monsters. I do need to feed them. Staff. Always thinking about having enough supplies. You never know what kind of dark times might be ahead of us. Anyway, I had a thought. I was curious if it was true. It wasn't. Bye. Those are accessories. No, I think... Oh no, those are weapons. And those are accessories, okay. So if I need some base weapons, I can get more. Yeah, so this is where you can buy skill resetters if you want to reset your skills. And you can also just buy some basic food. Hey, Rookie, got your first Okay, no, wait. Hey, Rookie, got your first monster? Be careful, a lot of strong champion monsters were spotted recently. The cause of all this hubbub is unclear, but I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. Okay. So let me switch to you. Want to help strengthen the stronghold monster army? You can donate eggs you don't need to a stronghold. We raise and train them. You get a compensatory reward for each egg you donate. Additionally, if you increase the monster's army strength with each egg you bring in, when the monster army reaches a certain strength, you will receive special reward. Something to think about in the future. This is the archive of the Keeper Stronghold. Centuries of Monster Sanctuary history is written down in all those books. I like to read about all the different monsters. Cool. Actually, come back this way because That'll lead further in. I want to come back this way. You are a rookie monster keeper, right? I'm blacksmith the monster armor and weapons. I can upgrade equipment for you. I'll give you some materials to get you started. Use those to upgrade some of your equipment. So, I haven't really bothered much with these upgrades yet. Probably something I should, but actually what I should do is look up like all the equipment to know if I'm getting like the right stuff or the right things. I know there's a lot of special equipment, like the ocarina. And so these ones might actually be good to upgrade sooner, because they're unique. Yes, I need bronze to make that something. So yeah, I think I'll focus on those.
This is the Keeper's Tower behind me. Only 2 monster keepers are allowed to go inside. It's where all the strongest monsters keepers go to train and fight each other. You can even fight against cult or champion monsters that you've already defeated. I can't wait to be a monster keeper myself. I already know exactly what monsters I want to have on my team. We moved to the sanctuary only recently. I just seem to be so excited to live in a place like this. I even already caught my first monster.
You just recently became a monster keeper, right? So, how many monsters do you already have?
I only have like 5. I kept trying to get more, but the game was being mean to me.
This is the Keeper's Tower. To access some of the rooms here, you need to reach some certain monster keeper rank. Current rank is Keeper Sprint, rank 1. You need to defeat 1 more champion to ascend to the Keeper's Novice rank. This is the Infinity Arena. You need to have the rank of Keeper Seeker to enter.
This is the dual circle. You need to have a rank of keeper novice to enter.
This is the Online Arena. You need to have the rank of Keeper Lancer to enter.
I wonder if that's like still going. And can't get up here with that double jump. I'm gonna worry about marking it though, because you have to come back here after you get double jump anyway to do the dueling thing.
This is the Champion Challenge. You can fight previously defeated champion monsters here to achieve better score. If you set a new record, you'll get a reward you might have missed out on when fighting the champion for the first time.
Yeah, so this is how you get more stuff. So, let's try it. Let's see if I can't get better. Go all out offensive. Let's see how this goes. Everyone's physical, or everyone can be physical, so let's do that. And let's keep the health up as well. Oh yeah, you're just a higher level, that's why you're doing more damage. Okay, so for you, go for the sidekick. Do air sickle. Do that first. And I'm gonna do it the opposite way actually, because that does more. That builds up combo more. Featherstorm from you. Featherstorm from you. Cool. Should be able to finish it off next turn. And there we go. No. Dang. That was actually pretty close. Let's try it again. I think I can do better. Let's start with sidekick. And like I said, we'll do Feather Storm first. And we can do Air Sickle. Regeneration. Might. I realize I should do regeneration first turn, but it will. So it kept my health up better. Gatling. You as a Gatling. And you as an Air Sickle. I should be able to do this next turn, but I think I've already gotten too far behind. I realize where I messed up. Bad though. Still not good enough. Okay. I'm gonna keep doing this, but I'm gonna start with Psychic again. And instead, this time I'm gonna do Regeneration first turn. I'm going to start with Lightning Bolt because it's a bit lower mana cost to keep the mana up. Oh, you did something different this time. Okay, now you do Might. Now I'm going to do, again, the lower... No, I want to break through the shield if I can. Now it's just Gatlings all the way down. Or Feather Storms all the way down. Finish with an Air Sickle. And I should be able to finish it next turn, which I think is one turn earlier, which I think is worthwhile. Good, you spread out his attacks a little bit more, I feel like. Okay. Was that enough? Oh my gosh. Why is this not working? Wait. There's difficulties. Why wouldn't I do it on casual? air sickle. Then we'll do feather gatling. Stop attacking him. Start with this feather storm. Then we'll do air slash. Everything's good? An arrow of some kind. Survive stars on a champion fight. Yeah, so that's how you get the egg. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I got like some kind of crash error. Okay, so I can do it on casual. Oh, difficulty. Okay, so there's a difficulty. What I can do? Combat speed. To 3. Interesting. Oh, that'd be nice if I actually need to grind. So that could be, that's a nice way to get the eggs. I'm not gonna hatch the steam golem. Actually, I will. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Tin Man. Tinny. Instead of Timmy, it's Tinny. Okay. So earth, fire, and neutral. And later on, so neutral. More of a... And then earth, and then fire, and then buffing. Okay, so he's got a lot of options. Ooh, charge stacks. Still can't really get that quite yet, but... So you're a heavy physical attacker. The effects of a shield must be produced. That's kind of neat. Okay. I'm actually going to be right back. I need to pee. Okay. So having someone with shielding is a good idea, because I definitely don't have that yet. Why shield equal to attack value? So shield attacker is kind of a neat idea. I think giving him... Okay, so he does spell shield and dodge, which is not bad. Not bad at all. But I think having the damage option is good. So it does... There's something to, like, consider. So earthquake... I'm definitely going to do shielding, though. The defense. There you go. I'm not gonna try and do the other stuff. I'm just gonna do that for now. And move on. because some of the earlier monsters, boss monsters, you can get as just normal monsters later.
Hello, Monster Keeper. I like your style, but don't you ever feel like changing it up? You can at least let me switch up your colors. It doesn't take me any time at all. You might find some different outfits on your journey. You can check my selection to see where each outfit is hidden. Also, some outfits I only grant to those who are worthy of it. Say, if you were raised to the rank of Keeper Master. So what will it be today? Magma Chamber, Keeper Master, Mystical Workshop, Snowy Peaks. Hatch or evolve all 111 monsters found in the Stronghold Dungeon. Save the Monster Sanctuary. Okay. But color change. I can also just change gender. But yeah, I like this color. Hey, what goes better with a new outfit than a new name? Well, yes, you can just be like just me. Change your name if you like. I'll make sure the entire sanctuary will catch up in no time.
Yeah, maybe there isn't a way to rename your monsters.
How are you getting along with the wilds by yourself? You want to become a Keeper Master, you know?
Hey!
You know me and your father?
Alright. I've been stressing over the whole podcast thing for weeks, or for days, and I think I've settled on the fact that I'm probably not ready, so yeah. I'll do something. I'll work today. I'm still gonna meet everyone today and work to get that a lot more organized for the future. I had that realization last night. Yep, and I'm not doing it. Yeah, well, I am, but basically, when it comes to the podcast, I realized I really didn't want... Okay. I was having trouble deciding how to go about it in regards to... I didn't want to just preach at my friends and like get all that figured out that way. And like just basically be a one-sided conversation. So I'm going to talk to them and work with them to figure out how to do that better. Whether it's like giving them access to things ahead of time so they can ask questions, or honestly even giving them parts of things to like focus on. Like I give one of them GM mechanics, the other one like player mechanics, then like default lore, and then I could handle like dice mechanics or something. Like, so I like, you know, something like that. And I'm going to talk to them to like figure that out, because like, yeah, I realized I really didn't want to just be talking at them, because otherwise if it was going to be that, we might as well just play the games and not do the intro part, in my mind. Because at that point, I'm just telling them about things. It's interesting, but it's not going to be very interactive. So, anyway, I'm going to talk to them about that, see what they think. Yeah, like, that's the thing. If I was going to do that, then maybe I should just make YouTube videos where I just do them, you know, like rather than having to do a podcast where it's like I can do like an informational YouTube video if I wanted to about the systems, you know, and then then I could point to our podcast for play of those systems, you know, like that's another option if they don't want to go along with that. But it's something I realized I'm going to want to like, I need to figure that part out, and it was a lot less concrete than I was thinking. I was like trying to figure out how I should present everything, what would be the way to get them to interact, and I realized yesterday that just talking to them about how to make it more interactive is probably what I should do. So it's going to delay things by an extra little bit, but that gives you more time for things. Yeah, so, and honestly, maybe we'll just end up not talking about the systems and just playing the systems and showcasing them. And maybe it'll be better just to, like, bring these things up when, you know, they come up, like... Yeah, so I kind of was focusing so much on it being my project that I kind of was, like, doing everything, and I realized that wouldn't be very good for a podcast. I could do an actual play, or I could do, you know, like, something where I talk about the game, but I feel like those two things, like, one fits better for, like, a video content kind of thing, whereas the other is... So well, we're still meeting today, but it's gonna still be the 2-week schedule, so basically, the first... I'm still thinking I'm gonna record this. Maybe it'll be usable, maybe it won't. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of more of a I need time to organize it with everyone, because I've been the one doing all the organizing, and I need to figure out how to get this to be a little bit more collaborative. I've been literally, like, taking Rolaids every day because I've been so anxious over all of this. And, like, just really unsure how to go about it, and it just felt so wrong to me. And I finally had that realization, like, last night, that I need to just calm things down and slow down a little bit more. Because the problem is like, I've been trying so hard to set this up, but things have kept getting in the way with life. And so I was, like, just trying so hard to get it to start, but anyway. If you have any thoughts about that, that'll give us time to do the other stuff, so I'll get back to you on that, and we'll figure it out.
Want to become a Keeper Master? You know, me and your father are both only Keeper Rangers, so don't pressure yourself too much. Oh, who am I kidding? I know it's pointless to argue with you once you've set your mind to a goal, and that's what makes us so proud of you. But never forget to keep our monsters healthy. Oh well, how are you getting along in the wilds by yourself?
Hello, son. How are you doing in the endeavors of a monster keeper? You want to reach the highest rank of our order? A good goal. Your grandfather became a Keeper Dragoon, and that's the second highest rank in the order. So we expect no less of you. Ha ha ha. But never put yourself or your monsters in unnecessary danger, you hear? Take this with you on your journeys. Pooch. Do you treat Ari properly? He's always served me well.
And yes, I named the starting bird that I got Ari. Oh wait, I don't think you know. Oh, that's the name of the guy who turns into a bird that I made for the game that you did art for.
Halt! This path leads to the eastern part of the Santuary in the Stronghold Dungeon in the ancient woods. The monster in these parts are unreleased, nothing like the blobs and rockies of the Keeper's Trail. Come back once you've beaten 3 champion monsters and reached the rank of Keeper Novice.
Yeah, what is your ability? Hidden walls, moves heavy blocks. Got it. Now that I got a brooch, I'm gonna come back here in a second. That's an option. So. Need bronze. This is just gems, so let's do it. It could be. Okay, more bronze. I need bronze. This is good. Okay, so that's actually got a lot of good options to it. Do this instead of bandana. For you. healing skills, so that's not really worthwhile. I'd like even more crit stuff for you. Yes, that's an option as well. Like, again, there are options. It depends on if my player is... Wait. Oh, I did the wrong person. But it depends on how they want to play along and if they want to actually take up some roles or if they don't. Because if they don't, then yeah, I might just end up playing and I'll do the things as like a video on the side. Okay. Really should do the feed thing. I don't have a lot, though. Are these the only... Yeah. Bird around. Skill resetter, not bad. And cape. What I want to know, no. Yeah, that's actually really good. This exit leads to the Blue Caves. Other keepers reported that they spotted some champion monsters down there. Ugh. Hello, fellow spectral keeper. I'm Will Heckett. Keeper of the spectral toad. And you must be Worm. Did you hear the rumors? They say there's an unusual amount of champion monsters around. Mysterious, isn't it? Wouldn't it be awesome if we managed to hunt someone down? That would grant us quite some respect in the keep. Perhaps I might even be able to discern the cause of this rise in champion monsters. Might be an unnatural phenomenon. I hatched my first monster only recently. Already at that time. Though, I study monsters and such for some years, but I have some troubles. So I think we should support each other, and the two other spectral keepers have an advantage on us. Leonard is a bit older, so he's already gathered some experience. Julia started as a monster keeper at a very young age, so she has more experience than us as well. They're both already keeper lancers, and we're just keeper aspirants. That means they're 3 ranks above us. But since there are many more champions around than usual, we might catch up with them eventually. Here, this monster journal might help you. Don't worry, it's a spare one I've got from my grandfather. My grandfather created these journals. They have a lot of empty pages, but these pages will be filled as you find and collect new monsters. Leonard.
Hey, what are you doing down here? It's dangerous in these blue caves. Don't you have any grasp of what's going on? I, Leonard, of the Narashima bloodline, bloodline, will take care of these champion monsters. It's not the right task for some rookies.
We'll see.
For what?
Something tells me that we should watch out for Will. Leonard, on the other hand, I hope that you will surpass him in rank at some point. Wouldn't hurt his ego. Okay, now I got the monster journal. Good place to end, I guess. In Tales from the Old World, the spectral wolf is described as the most cunning... Oh, wait. Oh, cool. So I got all these. There's a lot here. Okay, I'm not reading all that right now. Man, these things have a lot. I mean, it looks like less like a cat in a sock in this picture, but still. So... Oh yeah, I should be able to sort monsters. Oh no, I think I can only sort monsters when I have more than 6. Cool. Well, probably into here then. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you liked, you can follow. If you really liked, you can subscribe. If you need more convincing, you can check me out on YouTube in the panels down below. If you're on YouTube, you can like, comment, subscribe. And if you need more convincing, there should be another video right up there. Until next time.